everyone! Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If this is your first time joining me, hi! My name's Emmy and I am married with 2 children, and I started this budgeting channel in order to keep track of my family's spending and savings in order to get out of over $200,000 worth of debt. So if that sounds like something you are interested in following me on, then please consider liking and subscribing so that way you can see more content like this one. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about sinking funds. For those of you who don't know what sinking funds are, sinking funds is kind of like an extra bank account or savings account. So that way, when a huge expense comes up later, you have money set aside to pay for it. So that way you don't have to pay a huge amount all at once. A good example of that would be Christmas. So I know in the past, my family, whenever Christmas comes, it kind of takes us by surprise. And around November, December time, we're just like forking up a lot of our own money, or worse, we put it all on a credit card in order to pay for Christmas presents. And so this year I was like, no more. So I decided to start some Christmas sinking fund in order to have that not happen again. A lot of people create their own categories that work for them. These are just the categories that work for my family. You might even see, if you follow along with me on this budgeting journey, that I might add more sinking fund categories, or I might take some away. Budgeting is all about being flexible, and it's about seeing what works and what stops working and how you can adjust your budget accordingly. So I wanted to share how it is that I do my sinking funds, and maybe you can leave me a comment if maybe you do something similar, or maybe you see that I'm doing something completely wrong and you have some tips for me. I would greatly enjoy some feedback, so leave me a comment down below. Okay, so let's put some things aside here. First of all, I'm giving this highlighter method a try. This is something that the Budget Mom recommends when she uses her Budget Mom paycheck, paycheck workbook or something like that. So I have the highlighters here, the Mild Liner Creative Markers by Zebra, and I'm giving this highlighter method a try. We'll see if it works. But what I've done is I've gone through all my categories for my sinking funds, highlighted every category, and then when I do my transactions, I'll make sure to coordinate the same color. That way I can see things much better as to how much I'm spending from each sinking fund category. What you are seeing here are some stickers that I made myself. I made these doodles on Procreate and turned them into stickers to create this sinking fund tracker for myself. If this seems like something you might be interested in purchasing, please leave me a comment down below. I'm considering opening an Etsy shop of all of these stickers that I make. Right now, I just enjoy making stickers and doodles for myself just to make my budget look a little bit prettier. But if you are interested in something similar to this, let me know, because I don't know, maybe an Etsy shop will be fun. We'll see. Okay, so the sinking funds, the categories that I decided would work for my family for now, like I said, this might change. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the categories we use are a health sinking fund. This goes for any co-pays, doctor bills, and prescriptions. Gifts, that is for birthdays mostly, but anniversaries, things like that. Christmas, that's a big one. Entertainment, that's if we want to go to the movies or take the kids out somewhere. We use the entertainment fund for that. Taxes are for the car taxes, to get our license plate renewed every year. Car maintenance is mostly for car washes or oil changes. Right now we're saving up to get my husband some new tires. All of that is in one category. Kids, this is anything to do with our kids. So like school pictures, if they have a field trip coming up, new clothes, anything like that, that's their category. Personal care is for haircuts, nails, anything like that, eyebrows, eyelashes, whatever. Travel is for big travel expenses such as vacations, weekend getaway, plane tickets, things like that. Our cat has his own sinking fund because he has prescription food. Anytime he makes a vet visit or, something he needs, like litter box, toys, that's all from his category. And then baking. This is my own personal account. I really enjoy baking. So any money that I have, like if I happen to sell a cake or cupcakes, that's where money comes in. Or if I'm using the fund to buy supplies, I use money from this as well. So, sinking funds, I have already written down in my tracker that I'm going to be depositing some money in certain sinking funds. The only sinking fund I'm not going to deposit today would be the travel sinking fund, because normally I would put away $100 into travel, but I am hoping that we get our federal tax refund this month, and when that happens, then I'm going to put $7,000 away in order to save up to take my mother to Japan. My mother is Japanese and I'm half Japanese, but she has never been to Japan since before I was born, so she really wants to go see her family and see where she grew up. She hasn't been there in over 30 years. She just hasn't been able to afford to. So that's a present we would really like to do for my mom. So I'm not stuffing my normal $100 in travel today because I am banking on the fact that we're going to get $7,000 to put away later. And I'm also not stuffing my baking sinking fund today because I don't have anything to put away. I haven't sold anything. I have no income from that, so I'm not going to put anything away that way. Okay, so depositing $300 towards health, $100 for gifts, $100 for Christmas, $100 for entertainment, $20 for taxes, $100 for car maintenance, $150 for my kids, $50 for personal care, and $50 for my cat. All of that totals up to $1,000. How much is that? No, I'm lying. $970. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes, $970. So, if you guys have not seen my video about why I do not use cash, I will leave it linked up there somewhere below, but I actually do not use cash. I use an all digital way of keeping track of my sinking funds and my expenses, and the way I do that is through an app called Qube. So can you guys see that? Not really. Let's zoom out a little bit, huh? Sorry, the camera's shaking a little bit. Okay, so normally I use the Qube Money app on my phone, but I'm using my phone to record, so I'm going to show you on my iPad. But basically, Qube Money is like a way for keeping track of all of your expenses, your sinking funds, your cash envelopes. It's like a digital cash envelope system. So here I have all of my sinking funds: baking, health, gifts, Christmas, entertainment, taxes, car maintenance, kids, my cat, personal care, house, travel. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff all of those sinking funds, and up here I've added 4 more categories because this month I really want to keep track of our expenses or cash envelope spending, and so you'll see that in another video. But today we're going to be doing these sinking funds and putting money in here. So how you do that is you click on the envelope or the cube that you want. So for health, how much did I want to put away for health? $300. So I click on my health. I want to put $300 away. So I have money in what's called the cloud balance. So what I do is I transfer money from my checking account to Qube, and it's held in this limbo area called the cloud. And then I can then designate which envelope or cube I want to put my money in. So right now there's $2,020 in the cloud because there's $970 for my sinking funds, and then there's $1,050 for my expenses or cash envelope spending. So I'm going to stuff the $970 in sinking funds today. So I am moving money, let's switch that around, from the cloud to my health. And how much am I putting? I am putting $300 And if you want to, you can put that on repeat. So every month that can happen, or, you know, every specific day, you can figure that out yourself. I don't do that. I just want to be the one in charge of when my money goes somewhere. And then you can even write a note here. I like to write a note so that way I know exactly why money is going in here. So my note is going to be deposit for April. Okay, so I know that that's why money is going into my health sinking fund. I hit continue and submit. Now I have $300 in my health sinking fund. So I'm going to very quickly do that with all of my sinking funds. Okay, so now everything is stuffed. So I have put everything into my sinking funds that need to be. And what I really enjoy about Qube is the way that my family normally does things is we use a American Express credit card because that credit card happens to give you rewards every time you swipe. So that way we can get some free money every time we spend money. But then we pay on those credit card, that credit card every day. So that way we are left with a zero balance. We never carry a balance on that credit card. For example, if we were to finally go Christmas shopping, we would use our American Express credit card in order to, I don't know, buy a gift on Amazon. We would get rewarded for that American Express purchase, and then I would go into my Christmas Qube like this, and then I can transfer it to my bank. I could click here and then send money to my other bank, basically pay off my American Express credit card. So that way we're never left with a balance. And then that way that money comes directly from this category. Another cool thing about Qube Money is they send you a debit card. So maybe I'm out and about and I see something that I wanted to buy for Christmas for my kids. Sorry, someone knocked on the door. I had to go answer it. So I was saying that you could use your Qube Money debit card in order to make a transaction at the store as well. And you would basically go to Christmas if I knew I wanted to spend from Christmas, and I open it. So now it's considered open. I swipe my card and the money will come directly out of the Christmas fund. Once I'm finished spending, I close it. And now if I were to swipe my card and nothing was open, your card would be declined. It will not take any money out of your Qube Money card unless you have one of these envelopes open, which I really, really like, because that way you can keep track of exactly where your money is coming from. So anyway, yeah, that's how I do my sinking funds. And I'm going to start stuffing for my expenses as well, because if this is something that works so well with my sinking funds, why not do it with my monthly spending or cash envelope spending or expenses, and see if that works well, or see if that works as well. Because we tend to go over budget. March was not a very good month. We don't want to go over budget this month, and I feel like this will help us be more accountable without me having to carry cash, because I hate carrying cash. Okay, so that's sinking funds. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below about what you think about Qube Money. What do you think about digital cash envelopes? I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.